Hey guys, Coach Vic here with another little mindset video for you. And today I wanted to talk about action, taking action, making movement, growing, all that kind of thing, as opposed to being stagnant. I know personally throughout this whole isolation period, whatever you want to call it, I feel like I have been really stagnant. And I think just like water, if it goes stagnant, goes off. I think us as humans are a little bit the same. If you're not growing, if you're not feeling like you're progressing or, heading in a certain direction, life can feel really icky. So I wanted to share with you today a little process that I have learnt along the way. It was actually a mentor of mine a few years back that taught me this, and it's really, really basic, but it can help you with getting the concept of taking action and making movement in your life. And that is literally the above and below the line concept. So we would draw a line on a piece of paper, and whatever struggles that I was having at the time, I had to write the struggle or the feeling or the emotion or whatever was going on either above or below the line. And it was so simple because we often complicate things in our minds and make things all complex and, harder than it has to be. But when you do a process like this, you realise actually how simple things are. So, for example, if you would put below the line, I'm feeling really grumpy and cranky and sad, or today I'm feeling at peace, feeling joyful, I'm feeling present, all those kinds of things. You could obviously go into more detail, but whatever you're feeling, actually like physically thinking about, okay, I'm above the line at the moment, or I'm below, what I'm thinking and feeling and doing is below the line at the moment. Obviously, how do you move from below the line to above the line? You have to move, you have to do something, you have to take action. So then the next part of the process is having a list on the side of what you've just done of things that you can do to take action to bring you back above the line. So to bring you back into those higher emotions and mindset, feeling joy, peace, happiness, all those kind of things. So to give you some examples, because I remember at the time of doing this, I was so confused. I was like, and she made a real point of saying, they have to be things that you can do and you can do alone, because we don't want to have to rely on other people. At the end of the day, as awful as it sounds, we don't always have people to rely on to make us feel better and to bring us up above the line. So we had to write this list of things that you can do in a fairly short amount of time to bring you back up above the line. So some examples that might work for you. They may not, but it might help get your mind triggered as to writing your own little list. For me, going to the beach will literally send me going up above the line and right up to the top for me personally. Meditating or journaling for me, bringing myself to a higher state of mind. Sounds silly, but crying if I'm, feeling in those icky things, crying actually to me is a form of movement and taking action, because it's I think of emotion like energy in motion. So if I'm crying, I'm releasing it. It's okay. It'll bring me back up. Singing songs that you love, like in that moment, if you turn on a song or something that makes you automatically go to a more positive state of mind, then put the song on. For some people, it's lighting candles, just sitting in the silence for a while, or, using essential oils or whatever. I would say go and get a massage or some acupuncture or something, but at the moment that might be a bit difficult. But you can still do that for yourself. Give yourself a massage, take a bath, do something like that self-love kind of, as people would define it as, typical self-love activities. Do things like that. Some girls love flowers. Buy yourself a bunch of flowers. Having a treat, so like having the chocolate or having the bicky or having the cake, without any guilt. So eat it and actually be really mindful of what you're doing while you're eating it, and the fact that you enjoy this so much and it feels so good without any of the guilt. Being mindful of how pleasurable it is will immediately take you back above the line. For some people it's getting out in nature, so take your shoes off, get in the grass, get in the sand or in the ocean or whatever it is, and feeling, you know, that grounding, and they call it using the electrons, which recharges you. It actually works. So yeah, using that grounding technique. All these little things that only, you know, take a little moment, and sometimes I actually think it's the fact that you are taking a moment for yourself that can bring you back up. But that's my tip for today. So just remember that if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling yuck, if you know, the only thing to bring you out of that feeling is to move, to take action. And those actions can be really, really simple, but really powerful, and just do one thing a day. And then tomorrow that might lead to something else, because you know how good yesterday felt because you did that one thing. And then the next day it might be 3, and then, you know, soon enough you'll have some really good habits and you'll be feeling really, really good about yourself. Hope that helped, guys.